Hey everybody, Logan here, and yes, again, I'm gonna blame it all on you guys, yes, for liking controller unboxings. As long as they keep making these, but it has been fewer and far between. You guys haven't seen so many during the holidays. A lot of those that I filmed were before the holidays because I just haven't found anything until just the end of the year, like the week before or the last week of December. I found a few here and there. That's what you're seeing now. Finally getting to unbox these and test them out. So we've already had that PS3 controller, we've had the Switch controller, the Brawler, and now one that apparently, because the PS5 is still not as easy to come by as a lot of people were hoping for, a lot easier than before, people are still interested in getting that DualShock 4, or the other case, using your DualShock 4 on your PS5. So with that being said, that's kind of what we're going to do here today with the new XYAB Bone White. Looks like a DualShock 4, but isn't quite. So most people are trying to look for the less expensive but still closest to the original deal that they can get, and I saw this one. The box is much nicer. It's not one of those that you found on Amazon. I found this at one of my local retro game stores, one that I go to all the time, Cybertron, but their other location. So again, if you're in Central Florida, look them up. They're great stores. My faves. So I saw this one, and they had a black one and a white one. You can see how it looks very similar to the DualShock 4. The buttons are a little different when it comes to print, and then the home button is a triangle instead of a circle. So we're going to open this up. We're going to take a look at it. This box is really nice. Now, compared to still trying to find this one in the wild, if you're looking for, not this one per se, but the white DualShock 4, you're looking at still $60, $65, depending, and that's a lot. This is half the price. So, with that being said, we're going to test it out. We're going to see if it's worth it. And to see, instead of spending that $65, if you want a new DualShock 4, remember, can be used on your PS4. I did that video. Your PS5. I did that video the other day. People were asking for it. So we're going to use this one on the PS5 to play PS4 games, and I'm going to tell you just how good it is or isn't. Okie dokie. So as you can see, it's called Bone White from XYAB, which is funny because that's on a Nintendo and an Xbox controller. It's got the ones from the Xbox controller. I think it's kind of funny. So here's everything that it is. Solid grip, headphone jack, Bluetooth 2.4 gigahertz. Isn't that two different ones? Share button. And then in Spanish, Bone White, and then those are, isn't the wireless connectivity, unless saying it has Bluetooth and 2.4 gigahertz. Okay. So it comes with the USB cable. You got the controller, wireless controller, micro USB cable. So just like the standard PS4, as you can see, it's a bit different in just terms of slight design. So we're going to open this up, we're going to take a look. Everything here seems to be self-explanatory and says it works for PC, but so does the DualShock 4. So let's use my epic Legend of Zelda knife. I swear, that arcade unit, now that it's in my game room, well, I got it for Christmas, it's going to consistently, made in China, of course it is. Be stuck in my head. Alright. So there's your instructions, but if it works, double motor vibration 4 wireless. Double motor vibration 4. DualShock 4. Okay, so that's the little thing we have here. Oh, that's pretty nice. Okay, a little scuffy. It's not exactly like the DualShock 4 because here it's sharp edges, here sharp edges, but here it's sharp edges, unlike the PlayStation 4 controller. It's much softer, much rounder. Everything else still feels pretty much the same, looks the same. Let's take this off. Wow, okay, so it's not just one of those stickers that covers it. This is a full sticker. Wow, okay. There we go, we'll put that in there. And as you can see, this is a triangle button, not your standard PlayStation Home. The prints on the face buttons are different, but still recognizable. Touchpad is fine. D-pad feels fine. Okay, so that was the only thing. This had already been popped. You know why they can do that? You can lift them like that. You push them in. It feels fine. The rubber, yes, is different. Now, the grips feel identical. I'll tell you that. They don't look the same. They do and they don't. It's like you can tell the quality of the plastic is not the same. That's the back. Nothing there. The back looks very similar. You've got... Ooh, it's actually a cheaper plastic. It's actually a much cheaper plastic than the front. It doesn't feel bad though, and the whole thing is that weird texture. So, okay. There's a... Oh yeah, that's a little sharp right there. Where you would hit the buttons. Yeah, that's a little sharp right there. It should be smoother. Otherwise, that feels the same. For the most part, it feels the same, like I said. But it's just different enough. Type-C, which I already have one plugged in, so we're going to put this back in here. We're going to hold this to this. No, we're just going to put it there. It's a PS4 controller. Let's move that to the side. And does this have any power? No. So unlike a lot of the other controllers, they have something, you know, some kind of juice. This has none. So I'm going to plug it in. And yeah, there's a lip here. Almost no lip, but there's a lip there. I don't know if you guys can see it. That's But otherwise, it looks, just looking at it and holding it like you're going to play it, it feels fine. So, like I said, we're going to plug this in. We're going to test it out and see if it's any good, because so far, so good. Okay, so here we go. Now, if you guys are wondering why the cable's blue, because the cable that came with it is so short, it doesn't do a dang thing. But it's connected to my PS5, works just fine. So we are going to go to the game library, take a look, see what we have. That's PS4. That's a quick load. Castlevania Requiem? Sure. So we're going to try that out and just see how the buttons feel. And then we're going to try a second game. I always do 2 games, especially these days, because different types of games use different types of controllers. And let me unmute this baby, because we've been hearing a bunch of nothing. So, Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. Oh, I don't think I have a... I don't think I have a game save. No, I do not. Okay, so just using these buttons on a menu feel fine. We're actually going to go back and pick a game that I don't have to create like that. Let's just pick a fighting game. Never played Fighting Layer EX, but we're going to try. We're going to give it a shot because it's a fighting game. Fighting games use all the buttons for the most part. And we're going to just find out just how responsive these buttons, that weird diamond and a pyramid and an Overwatch and a teepee. Yeah, so that's what they look like. Because that's a diamond, not a square. You see that? That's a diamond. That's a pyramid. That's the Overwatch symbol. And that's a teepee.
Fighting EX Layer.
Oh, fighting EX layer. Yeah, fighting EX layer. EX layer? No, let me just try training. Always do training because you never know what could go wrong. Never played this game. Characters look pretty cool. Terry Bogard. I'm going to use this chick. Sure. And then we are going to play against that chick. She's got a gun. I'm assuming she's going to shoot the chick with the blue hair. Oh, visually this game looks nice. No input lag. So that these buttons don't do anything. Oh, no. Yeah, these buttons don't do anything. I don't know what I'm doing. Wow. Okay. So just to say, this controller is actually worth the money if you want something to replace your PS5, your PS4 Dualshock controller. The only thing is, I can see the light of the controller through the battery, through the back. Now, that's why I said this back was, you could definitely tell it was cheaper plastic than the front. The front is a more solid, durable plastic, while the back is a bit thinner. But that's what it looks like. It's supposed to mimic the version 2 of the DualShock controller that also has the light bar here, so you can dim it there. But, you know, it's not a bad controller. It's not a bad controller at all. I actually think it's worth it. I would say don't spend more than $40 because you could probably get a pre-owned DualShock 4 for around that. But you also have to worry about it being pre-owned. This isn't bad. The XYAB, yes. Dual motor controller, wireless, for whatever it's called. Solid controller, not terrible. Look for it around $35 to $40. I got it for 36, 37, 37, 30. I don't know, something like that. But definitely solid. It's going to go into my repertoire of PlayStation 4 controllers because I only have 2. And then my wife has, I think, 2 for her PlayStation 4. So, but my PlayStation 4 is in the living room. We do the VR with that. So this will go out there. I actually think it's a good extra control. That'll be a solid for game night when people come over. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Remember to follow us on our socials at Red Bandana Gaming, at on Facebook and Instagram, at RBG_retro on the Twitter. Sheesh. I'm getting all old here, aren't I? Forgetting stuff. And again, subscribe. And like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.